But I want to teach real quick on the negative power of approval. We all have restrictors, things that just naturally hold us back. And I want to focus on one of the restrictors that sneaks up on us. And I don't think it's surprising to you that approval is something that can be very negative. The desire for approval. I think we all understand that. I don't think that's a shock to anybody. But the reason I say that it sneaks up on us is I'm looking at my own life that if I'm not careful, if I'm not paying attention to maybe some insecurities and some doubts and some fears, and then I go looking for approval to try to fill in those holes in my soul, what happens is that approval can turn into a really negative force where we look for approval instead of clarity. Because approval can, I think, masquerade as clarity. Oh, well, let me see what Joe and Madison think. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, we think it's great. And I'm still not sure, but they say they're sure. And if I'm still not sure, even though I've asked them if they're sure and they say they're sure, if I'm not careful, I can go, well, Joe's sure about it and Madison's sure about it. So I guess I should be sure about it. And again, that can be helpful at times. But if I always am relying on other people's approval to make decisions that I'm unclear, that can be dangerous. Here's the other thing. I'm clear on something and somebody doesn't give me their approval, and then all of a sudden I don't act on it. That's where approval can be negative as well. It can be a crutch, which was the first scenario, and then it can be a killer. It just kill great dreams, great ideas, great actions. You're clear. You know why? You know how? You know where? And somebody goes, I don't think that's a great decision. They don't show approval, and we're devastated. And oh, do I understand this? I seek approval. I am a people pleaser. And I'm telling you something, affirmation is my ultimate love language. And I can't tell you how many times in life I have not acted on something that I should have acted on because I didn't get enough approval. Whew. I'm stepping on toes right now. Be careful. Be careful. Is approval wonderful? Yes. Is approval something normal for us to crave? Yes. But craving it is dangerous. And that's when it becomes negative. Don't crave it. If you get it, woohoo. But if you live your life on everybody else, approving every thought, every action, every decision that you make, can really be negative. And I'm talking about true approval. I'm not talking about your leader needing to approve and authority and all that. I'm talking about just, will people give you their blessing, their rubber stamp of, oh, you're so awesome. That's brilliant. I love it. That's so smart. If you're craving that, you are setting yourself up to be a tumbleweed. Now, Joe, I love Westerns. And old Western movies, there would almost always be some shot that would reveal the town and the empty street, and you would see what looks like a ball or a tangled sphere of hay,
or
right?
A bush.
Or a bush blow across the street, right? And they would call that tumbleweed, right? It has no roots, and thus the wind of the plains blows it wherever it decides. This is what I'm talking about. If approval becomes the guiding premise of all your decision making, you will be like a tumbleweed. You will be blown all over the place, no roots, no direction that is discernible at all. So be careful about the negative power of approval.